Hey FLOSSTUBE, it's Leigh from Creative Leigh on Sunday the 3rd of December 2023 with FLOSSTUBE number 203. Welcome back to my near weekly YouTube channel about counted cross stitch. I'm here on location at Judith's house in spare room, just having a stitchy weekend with a few friends. And am gonna film this because I missed last week. I didn't want to miss another one, but yeah, just staying with Anne at her place over the weekend. Had Friday and have Monday off, and Jude and Narissa are up from Christchurch staying with Judith, and then our friend Julie is here as well. There's a lot of J's in there, right? And we they're all sort of attending, watching the Jingle Ball, and I'm being the Grinch because I don't do Christmas, but I have been stitching in solidarity with them. So missed last week, so I had Dad down for a week, and last Sunday we were at the Wings Over Wairarapa air show. At which we did get to. My sunburn has almost gone away, but my face is peeling because, yeah, I got sunburned. The weather was kind of pants, and the Saturday got cancelled, but the Sunday they had to rearrange the program. Quite a few of the planes couldn't fly because it was too windy, but the show was pretty cool. I enjoyed it, and it started off absolutely freezing in the morning. It was a southerly, so really cold, and overcast and gloomy and freezing. Did I say it was freezing? Yeah. Hypothermia was a risk, but around lunchtime it started to clear and it was a beautiful afternoon.
And Aida too. The flight also aims to inspire current and potential New Zealand Defence personnel to engagement, respect and pride. The heritage flight of New Zealand is currently started by Squad Leader Sean Hewitt, who is also the
But he's got a special license from the American FAA to overhaul the engines. He is just a natural wizard at it. And all the props are made
So he's the world's newest rated Corsair pilot.
And loving it too. I won't
There's
tell
a
you
smile
what,
on his face all day.
Why wouldn't there? But look at that, the sound of round, the ultimate sound of round. Over 12,500 of these aircraft produced in various models and
and Dad had a pretty good week as well. We had a couple of days off work, and we also went to Dara O'Brien, the comedian, on the Thursday night, and we went out for dinner as well, and that was really fun. Friday night, the last Friday week ago this is, we went to my friends for dinner, had pizza, homemade pizza. I think we had a pretty quiet day on the Saturday, although we caught up with a couple of my scrapbooking friends who Dad has met and knows them. And then on the Tuesday I had to work a full day, and my neighbour took my dad out to the car museum out in Paikakariki, is it? The Southwood Car Museum up the Kapiti coast, and they didn't come home, and at 5 o'clock I was, oh, where are they? And then my other neighbour, she texted me to say, oh, they are back. They're just having a beer. I'm slipping. I'll just adjust this camera a little bit. I'm sitting on the floor. Anyway, he had a really good week. He's went home on Wednesday, and I think we wore him out, but he said Pam, my stepmom, it looks like she's definitely stopped swallowing, so I don't think she's eating, and she's sleeping a lot. So it took a couple of weeks for them to get her medication sorted. They were a little bit lax at giving her drugs on occasion, and anyway, they seem to have got that a little bit more sorted. So yeah, I don't know. Yeah, she's not doing that great, obviously, but she's okay, and that seems like she's not in pain. So yeah, that's pretty much what's been going on. So yeah, I didn't get very much stitching done at all. I have a few things to show you though. So yeah, stitching. I did mean to have some secret stitching / fully finished objects to show you this weekend, but I didn't finish them, and hopefully I'll finish them next week and then I will put them in the post to the people who I'm going to give them to, but I just ran out of steam and I didn't get them finished, and I just ran out of energy, and I thought I'd get more stitching done when Dad was there. I think typically when I'm with my dad at his place, he sort of goes to bed about 7:30, and then I stay up till 9:30 and get some stitching stuff done. But we were kind of having dinner a bit late because I kept doing stuff with him, and then I'd just go to bed when he went to bed, like at 8ish, 8:30ish, and I'd just read. So I didn't get any stitching done when he was here, so I didn't get my secret stitching done. But before Dad arrived, so the week, like the last video I did, I think, did I show you, whenever I showed you the other stitching I've been doing on the side, I feel like I'm cheating on you all, the Lucifer stuff, I had showed you there was a design that I still had to do. Anyway, I stitched this that Sunday of my last video, and this is just on 18 count white Aida, but using DMC Floche, and so it's just the Lucifer profile with what is it you desire. There's a couple more Lucifer kind of inspired designs I want to do, but I have to chart them because I can't find them. So I'm just working through those as well. So I've still got the Luxe bookmark to do on black, and I think that's the only other design I've purchased that I need to stitch for my eventual patchwork Lucifer bag. I want to do detective, and I'm thinking about doing sort of blocks of colour with the letters in relief, a bit like this. So they'll be in the white relief with the red and sort of box that says detective. And I think I would just want to do either OMD instead of OMG, or I'll spell it out, because all the way through Lucifer makes a whole lot of jokes where we would say God, right? Oh my God, or God help me, or whatever. He would say like, oh my dad, or Dad help me, because of course he's Lucifer and it was a joke. So I probably want to do OMD with an exclamation mark, or I'll spell out oh my God. So I want to, that's at least 2 designs I want to do to finish. But yeah, I just haven't found a design, a cross stitch pattern, but they're just text, right? Find a font you like and stitch it. So I plan to do that as well at some stage. But got that done. So that was the only stitching I did the previous week. So if I had done a video last week, literally the only thing I would have shown you would have been this. I did buy a chart. No, I didn't. There's a freebie chart, so I do have a chart to show you. This was from Running with Needles and Scissors a couple of weeks ago. I don't know if it's still free, but they had a freebie. Sarah Rickwood, so I grabbed that while it was available. Just a nice, I guess it's a reproduction. I don't think it's, I didn't print the chart. Oh yeah, it is a reproduction. There's the original, very faded. So it's charted for 40 Count Prairie Land by Atomic Ranch. Never heard of them. And using HDF hand-dyed fibres, or hand-dyed fibres from Vicky Clayton, but it's only 6 colours. There's the colour palette, pretty easy to find 6 colours from my stash. I have plenty of stash. So I don't know when I'll stitch that, but it was a freebie and I grabbed it. So yay. I also in the last week got my Silks for You from my October Silks of the Month club. We got some orange ones a month or two ago, but these are a little bit more edging towards these burnt sort of pumpkin-y colours, and don't know if you can really see here in the light, but I dressed to match my floss. I didn't. But they're quite lovely. So they are the, you know, not part of their normal range, just the custom dyed for the club. So yay, really happy to get those. And then we're up to what I've been stitching on this weekend. I, again, did do some secret stitching after Dad left, but just didn't get things finished. But while we're here at Judith's, oh, I didn't bring it. I'm not going to, anyway. Narissa stitched a lovely little ornament. It's one of the stitching with the Sisterlies, one of their little charts. Mine is the Peace on Earth one, so if you're familiar with those charts, they're on black 20 count Aida, so it's lovely and cute and beautifully finished with her handmade binding. I might remember to show later. And have a little gift bag from Anne. Again, I didn't bring any of those things because I forgot and they were in the other room, but just a few little bits and pieces and some ribbon and some chocolate and just a few little knick-knacky things, which was really lovely. And while we're at Judith's, she reminded us that, coached us in stitching some bags. So this kit was care of my lovely friend Judith, but I sewed it, so all imperfections are mine. And it's this one. So all the others did a Christmassy one, and because I'm a Grinch and don't really do Christmas, Judith picked a similar fabric, but just a kind of home sweet home fabric. And she'd matched, because Judith is so good at the matching and stuff. And yeah, the fact that it's a little bit crooked is because I suck. And didn't show it straight. And I've got a little scissors, pink scissor charm on there. So thank you, Judith. You're so kind. And also to Mark, because Mark may hear this later, for putting up with all of these women in your house all weekend, talking rubbish and stitching and listening to 80s music and laughing. Yeah, the inside's beautiful as well. So I stitched a Judith bag and I love it a lot. Oh, and Judith also gave us a little charm as well, a little floss bling. And again, all the other girls got Christmas and I've picked something else. This is Devoted and has a little what should we call it, stalk scissor charm. Stitching. So my plans this weekend was to try and finish some stuff. So Friday we sat down and the last piece of the Botanical Blackwork sale from the Steady Thread 2023 dropped, which I stitched with DMC on 20 count Aida that I dyed. And this I started on the 20th of January 2023 and I finished it on the 1st of December. So it is done. So I had 7 of the hexagons to stitch, and I stitched this on Friday night. It's so lovely. Manipulated. I think I swapped week 44 and week 46 because week 44 fit in the around the date here, because it had little rows of flowers that I could work around the date. So I didn't type anything. I put the date and my initials in quite early on. But yeah, I'm really happy with that finish. So that got finished on Friday evening. I then, what am I trying to say? Friday night and then all of Saturday and until now, which is like, well, lunchtime today on Sunday, I worked on my New Zealand flower ball from Cherry Parker Designs and I have finished it. So there's a lot of hand stitching in this. I didn't follow the instructions fully because some of these pieces are the wrong way. They're meant to be 180 degrees, but I am so happy with this. There is so much hand stitching in this thing. You have to baste all the pieces, then sew them together, then over stitch. You kind of stitch in the ditch, some back stitching to kind of fill it in with a bit of green, and then undo the stitching and stuff the sucker. And I put a little I stole one of Anne's cat toys with a little bell in it. It's in the middle just to. So I also worked on a jingle ball, but just not a Christmassy one in this, and my fingers hurt. I haven't put a cross in anything this weekend because all I've done, blackwork, hand stitching. But isn't it amazing? So thank you, Cherry. This design is lovely. And it's a little bit lumpy still. I'm still sort of massaging it just to, because you sort of have to have it a bit uneven to get it closed, and also I'm lazy. But I'm just giving it a squish every now and then. It's so tactile. I'm now quite keen. She has a similar design. I think it's a little bit smaller, and I think all the pieces are the same shape, like hexagons, I think. It's all different pansies. Now, I have a friend in Whakatane, a really special friend, who she absolutely loves pansies. So I'm thinking that maybe next year I might grab that chart and maybe do that for her just as a wee gift. She's having her husband's not having some good health and stuff, so it'd be a nice little gift for her. But there's my ball, and there's the Potakawa, which makes me think of this as being Christmassy, because in New Zealand, the Potakawa tree usually flowers in December, and we kind of refer to it as the New Zealand Christmas tree because it's usually in full bloom around Christmas time. But some bloom later and some earlier. But isn't it beautiful? It's a flax flower. So yeah, some of these are supposed to be up the other way. But anyway, whatever. Korwhai. I love it. So yeah, I finally finished my ball. So Jude's here. So she brought her pieces with her, but she has not started doing, she has to start doing the prep, like put the interface in and stuff on. So I said to her, when she puts hers together, she can message me to tell me for empathy about how much hand stitching there is, and I'm just going to laugh, an evil laugh at her, because she's been with me while I put this damn thing together. So yeah, an FFO, which is like so rare for me. And that's it, because this, I swear, I worked on this about 7 hours yesterday and maybe 2 hours today. I think it's like 10 to 12 hours to put this damn thing together. And it wasn't as much fun as stitching the pieces. So yeah, I'm really pleased with it. I think that's it. Like, I know it's a short one, but obviously I'm yeah, at a friend's house, and I have a bunch of friends out there, and I'd rather go and spend some time with them. But I just wanted to check in with you guys. And the irony is, if they watch this while I'm still here, it's going to be so cringe. So I might not publish this till later because that would be like really weird. But anyway, that's pretty much it. I'm hoping that this week coming up, I'm going to have a little bit more. I want to get back in. I feel like it's been a really crappy stitchy time for me over the last 6 weeks or so. And I'm kind of looking forward to, I don't know, getting in a couple of hours in the evenings again. I just haven't been able to do it. And I've been so tired. I think it's a COVID thing, right? Go to bed at 8 instead of 9:30 is then I'm losing an hour and a half of stitchy time. When I typically after work do 2 hours, and I don't stitch if I'm only going to get 20 minutes. So, well, that went a bit random, but yeah, I'm just glad I could pop in today, and short and sweet. But I know there's a bunch of video content out there at the moment, especially people doing daily floss tubes and all that. So I'm pretty sure you'll have plenty to look at. And next week, hopefully I'll be back to a slightly more regularly scheduled What's It, and I can just, get to sort of having 3 or 4 things to show you. Okay, thanks for watching. Thank you for the couple of coffees that I got bought this month. I got a coffee bought for me today. So that's really lovely. And as always, stuff's in the doobly-doo, contact details, information about the projects that I'm showing you. And you can buy me coffee if you want. This girl likes coffee. See you next week, and as always, don't let your needles rust. Ciao.